If you haven't tried something like this before, just go ahead and try it because this tastes absolutely delicious, guys. So you're going to need some Irish potato, cauliflower, and some mixed vegetable, and the other items are going to be chicken breast and some sausages. Okay, so we are also going to need white beans for this recipe. Go ahead and pour it into a pot containing water. Okay, so we are going to pre-cook this for a few minutes, yeah, just to clean up those preservative from the beans. So after doing that, I'll just drain off the water. Okay, so this will also help to reduce the bloating from beans. And after doing that, I'll pour it back into the pot, add a little bit of salt, and as well add some carrot. Okay, so carrot will also help to reduce bloating, you know, the kind of bloating I'm talking about when it comes to beans. So go ahead and cook this until it is soft. Okay, so while the beans is cooking, I'll move to slice my onions and garlic. Okay, yeah, so I also do the same with my sausage. Just make sure you're not cutting it into big portion. Okay, so after doing that, just set that aside and also peel the Irish potato. So after peeling it, I'll just cut this into smaller sizes. That way it is easier to cook. Okay, it won't take long to cook. So after doing that, I will just wash it and then set that aside as well. Okay, so this is my cornstarch. I will use this to thicken the sauce. Okay, so if you don't have cornstarch, you can as well use all-purpose flour to thicken your sauce. So I'll just add a little bit of that into a bowl, add a little bit of water. I'll just mix very well until it is dissolved. Okay, so after mixing, I'll set that aside as well. Okay, so here is my beans. It has been cooking for a while now. I'll just open to check if it is soft. At this point, it is soft enough. Okay, I'll just remove it from the cooker. In another pot, I'll add a little bit of vegetable oil, add butter to the vegetable oil. Okay, now I'll just go ahead and add the chopped garlic and onions. They fry for a few minutes here, like 3 minutes is okay, yeah, before going ahead to add my chicken breast into it. So for this chicken breast, I'll just stir fry it for just few minutes. Okay, so if you want, you can stir fry it for a longer period. So after doing this, I'll add my seasoning cube and then allow this to melt, okay, for a few minutes. But it was taking time, so I just had to use my spatula to just dissolve it inside the pot like this and then stir fry along with the chicken. Okay, so after doing that, I also added my sliced sausages. Okay, so for the sausages, you want to stir fry it for like 3 minutes or so, yeah, before adding the potatoes inside, just like this. So after adding the potato, you want to add milk. This is very important. Okay, so if you don't have milk, you can use water as well. Okay, yeah, and then later you can add heavy cream if you have. So after adding the cream, I'm going to add my spices, my oregano, a little bit of basil herbs, okay, curry, paprika powder, and black pepper and others. Okay, so just season it according to your taste and preference. So after doing this, I'll just mix everything together and allow this to cook for at least like 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, you don't want it to cook until the potato is soft, yeah. So after cooking for this time, you want to take off the cover of the pot. So make sure you always check on it because you don't want it to boil over. Okay, so now I'll add my mixed vegetables into it as well as the cooked beans, yeah. So after adding the beans, I'll go ahead and add a little bit of seasoning powder to it as well to give it more taste. Yeah, mix everything once again. Okay, so after mixing it, you don't want your vegetable to cook for too long because you need those vitamins and minerals from the vegetable. Okay, so cook again for like 3 minutes to 4 minutes. Okay, so at this time it is almost ready, but you can see the sauce is still very watery. So at this point, I'll go ahead and pour my cornstarch slurry into it. Okay, so when you're adding this, you just have to be careful because sometimes if you add too much, it's going to be too thick. So add it, just add a little bit and then stir it. If the thickness is not what you want, you can add a little bit more. Okay, so after mixing it, I added a little bit of salt to it. Don't add too much because seasoning on its own contains salt as well. Okay, so after mixing it, the final mixing, I'll just cook this on a low heat because now at this point it is thick. Okay, so just cook it for a few minutes and then go ahead and serve it, guys. This came out really nice. Kids love it, especially the sausages on it, guys, and I love it as well. Okay, so go ahead and give it a try. You'll love this as well. Don't forget to support my channel by subscribing to it, and also turn on the notification bell for you to get notification from me whenever I post new recipe. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on my next one. Take care, guys. Bye, guys.